We're going to look into the third sum in the samacheer textbook of Standard 11, which is about journal and ledger of the opening entry. So opening entry is the entry which is given at the starting of the business. So the sum goes as the following balances appear in the books of Vinod on Jan 1st, 2018. The assets and the liabilities are given. We have to pass the opening journal entry and post them into Vinod's ledger account. So we are going to do an opening journal entry. So I've written out the format of the journal entries and we're going to record it into these format. It is very easy. The assets which are given in the sum are recorded as debit and the liability recorded as credit. So I've written down the date 2018 Jan 1st. Now I'm going to list out my assets. So I've recorded the cash account data, stock account data, debtors account data, machinery account data, and all the respective amounts in the debit column. Next I'm going to record the creditors. So I've written down 2 creditors account, Vijay, that is 10,000, and Vinod's capital is not given. So Vinod's capital has to be found out. It's very simple and easy to find out Vinod's capital. But add up all the debits. So my debit column balance is 1,50,000, whereas my credit column is only 10,000. My debit must be equal to my credit. Therefore, 1,50,000 minus 10,000 will give me 1,40,000. Now, if I add my credit side, I will get 1,50,000, which is same as my debit column. Therefore, Vinod's capital is being found out. Why we record Ram and Vijay as a debtor and creditor in the sense, Ram is a person from whom we are supposed to receive money, whereas Vijay is a person to whom we are supposed to pay money. Therefore, they are recorded as debtors and creditors. So, this is the journal entry given for the opening balances of Vinod or starting the business. So the narration is going to be being business started with assets. Now we have to open the Vinod's capital account. Since I've taken a double page over here, I need not waste this. I can use this page or use this space over here to start the Vinod's capital account. Let's start off with Vinod's capital account. So I have Vinod's capital account over here, right beneath the journal entries which we finished. So I've divided the page into 2, the left hand side being debit and the right hand side being credit, and the date particulars, journal folio, and the amount column is also written. Now let's go to our journal entry. The simple trick over here in this sum is whatever was there in the debit is going to be recorded on the credit. We have opened capital account. So capital account is a credit. Therefore, it's going to be opposite effect. Therefore, you have to go to the credit side and record the opposite account's name. So, all the debits in the journal entry will be recorded here in the credit. Likewise, you have 2 creditors account which is there in the credit. So, take that to the debit side. So, this is the simple thing which we are going to do. So, first I am going to take these to the credit side. So now I'm on the credit side of Vinod's capital account. Whatever was there on the debit side of my journal entries, I brought it to my credit side of my capital account. So cash account, stock account, debtors account and machinery account and the respective values in the outer column. Now there's only one more item which I have to record, that is creditors to be recorded on the debit side of the capital account. So on my debit side of my Vinod's capital account, I've recorded the creditors which I've taken from the journal entry, rupees 10,000 in the outer column. Now we have to balance it. So we have to get the total. So please take your pencils and total both your debit and my credit. So debit side it's only 10,000. My credit side, if I add it up, I will get 1,50,000 as my total. So this 1,50,000 has to be recorded as a grand total because this is the highest value. So I am recording this 1,50,000 as my grand total, both on my credit side and the same line on my debit side also. So now my credit side work is over. So I am just moving to my debit side of my Vinod's capital account. So 1,50,000 minus 10,000 is 1,40,000, which is nothing but my balance of my capital account. So if you want to cross check and see, this is the same value which you get when you subtract it in the journal entries also. So in the journal entry also we got Vinod's capital to be 1,40,000. So that will be the same value over here to in the that will be the same value here in Vinod's capital account also. So this is going to be on the last date of Jan, that is Jan 31st. 2 balance carry down. The next step, we have to take it to the next month as opening balance. So this is in the debit. I move to the credit side, and next month is going to be Feb 1st by balance brought down. The same value which we got for carried down, 1,40,000 to be recorded in the outer column for the next month's opening.